Third time's the charm? Yes, yes it is. Alright, Cameron.
I tried to unmute my mic, and turns out it wasn't muted to begin with. We looted the Dragon's Hoard. The party was introduced to the Owlin, which Ben doesn't seem to like for some fucking reason. No idea why. He's probably racist. I believe we managed to loot the entirety of the Dragon's Hoard. One of us almost drowned. And then we recovered, I believe, 4 large dragon turtle eggs, and a few of them are hatching.
Yes, we ended on "For the love of God and all that is holy, cast mending."
Yeah. Were you guys gonna cast mending on the dragon eggs? This sounds like a terrible idea.
I feel like that's not going to work. I don't have a basis for saying it's not going to work, but aside from like general logic, I know we don't use a lot of that in our group, but
So, what would you guys like to do as the eggs that you just brought up from the ocean floor are hatching?
I'm going to try and see what I can remember about young dragon turtles as soon as I can get my character sheet open, which I thought I had open, but apparently not. I probably had it open, and then my cat turned off my computer, so.
Excuses.
I want to see what all I can recall about dragons, whether or not they're going to immediately try to attack us as soon as they hatch.
Alright.
Well,
Good start, good start.
dragons on a grand scale, dragon turtles more specifically, but it's like 16 and 21. Dragons were not my field of study, so forgive me if I don't remember as much about them.
I think that'll be enough for you to squeak by, honestly.
They were not my particular field of study.
Unless anyone else wants to throw in a roll. I don't know if anyone's a little more focused on the topic.
I don't know. Let me see what.
Do you learn anything as you
We're
travel
trying to
as a
see
bard?
kind of what we know about. Yeah, what we know about the dragon eggs. Is that more or less it?
What do you guys know about dragon
Yeah.
turtles? But yeah, and the dragon
Okay.
eggs.
Yeah, basically trying to. My immediate assumption was trying to figure out whether or not they're going to attack us as soon as they hatch.
What
Because we
about
might have to
survival?
commit toddler murder.
Would survival be? Nah.
No, survival wouldn't.
What about nature?
Nature is a little better, yeah, than it would be better than survival.
History and nature for me are the same. So
23. Alright, just give me a moment here.
I have a crazy wide knowledge base.
It's the fact that you're a bard. You've seen a lot of things.
He's a changeling bard who I believe does not have an age established yet. So
That's correct.
what he knows is kind of, or how long he's been taking up these stories is kind of up in the air.
Yep.
I thought you did have an age picked out.
420.
Ah, right. So yeah, pretty
See.
fucking old, all things considered.
I knew he had one. I didn't know what it was.
Yep, 420.
420, of course it is.
Why? Because it can be.
John's gonna now only play immortal characters so that he can be a child and then have them all be
That'd be
age 420.
420, right?
Alright, so from what you can remember of your studies, dragon turtles, the adult dragon turtles are typically neutral mannered, and although some are aggressive like for their territory,
Right.
for the most part they're pretty docile. As for the babies, less is known because they are rarely seen.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to kind of go on what knowledge you have on that side, which is the adult ones are usually pretty docile. You can
Okay.
understand why this one was being territorial now.
Right. Right. Know anything about the mothers?
Yeah, they're extremely territorial, especially when they have babies.
Okay. It's like a bear
Yeah,
or any other animal, really.
a
for
lot
that
of
matter.
animals.
Except for
Fair.
me, I don't like children.
But there was definitely a reason that she was causing havoc in the area.
Okay.
No, I mean she asked for it. It's fine. She's also delicious.
What do you want to do with eggs?
By the way,
Well, they would make a terrifying guard if you had anything to protect with them.
The egg?
Well, I was referring to the dragons inside of the egg, but
Oh, fair enough.
well, at the end of the last session, John, they started to hatch.
Yeah, all of them or one or two of them?
It was one at first, and then it was two.
Okay.
I imagine if it's one, the rest are not far behind.
Yeah.
Can I be your mama?
Theoretically,
Actually,
well,
here
technically no.
we're gonna let fate decide this. Somebody roll me. Well, this is gonna be an odd one, but someone roll me a D. Actually, just roll a D4. 2. Okay, so 2 out of the 4 eggs hatch. The other 2 do not appear to hatch.
I suppose another important thing to figure out would be whether or not these things can be self-sufficient on their own.
To this, I defer to Fishy. Fishy!
What's up?
We got aquatic questions here.
So, if they are anything like sea turtles, notoriously able to sprint into the ocean,
These are
realistically
like
speaking,
turtles, but with steam breath.
yeah, like realistically speaking, they would probably be semi self-sufficient. Like, yeah, it would be weird that the mom was guarding the eggs if they're like sea turtles. However, I'm not quite certain about other ones. Like, I think most turtles are fairly self-sufficient.
So, in theory, they would be self-sufficient. You guys want to see what they look like?
Absolutely.
Can I roll animal handling?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Oh,
15. Not bad. This is finally a character of mine that doesn't have very high animal handling. Do you know how long it's been? I don't think I've ever actually had a character that didn't have good animal handling.
Now, notably, these are still, what are they, large-sized creatures? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're large.
yeah, they are still large.
We'll put this in the D&D chat room. That is
Oh,
what
they look adorable.
that is what they look like.
oh my god, I need all of them.
Well, the 2 of them hatched out of the 4 eggs that you guys had recovered.
And I just realized something. You guys were talking about pawning these off on Hollander. I don't think you're going to be able to. They aren't going to fit through the fucking chest.
We would have to make a house trip.
Yeah, but we don't know where that house is.
We could find it.
That's fair. We could definitely figure it out, but... Actually, I know a guaranteed way we could figure it out, but... we just so happen to have a character who's obsessed with the stars and can probably use that to very easily navigate the seas.
Well, they start moving around the upper deck of the ship. Wait, you guys had moved them down to the mid deck, didn't you? Or the lower deck?
I believe so.
I think you guys had moved them to the storage deck. So they begin moving around and they start poking and prodding at stuff. One of them breaks open a large storage box.
We might need to find somewhere safe to keep them. Do you have a pen by chance anywhere on board?
I open up my bag and hand him a writing utensil.
Oh, very clever. Yeah. I'm just going to hand him back the pen. I have plenty of my own.
What are you doing with the pen? What?
I handed it back to him.
Oh.
He asked for a pen, so I gave him one. He said, "Is there a pen anywhere on the ship?" And I said, "Yeah, right here." And I handed him a pen.
Ah.
I think I see a pen on the lower decks.
He doesn't like my pen.
Animal pen. Animal. Surely you've had a stay in one?
Well, you guys are... Which ship are you guys on? I assume you guys are on the...
Well, the ships are adjacent to one another right now, aren't they?
That is true. Which ship did you guys load the eggs onto? We better clear this up now.
The good ship Lollipop.
I
Did
thought
he?
we were putting everything on the what is it called?
I thought it was the Spelljammer, but you guys are parked right next to the galleon, so...
Also very heavy.
What? What's very heavy?
Do we know what they eat? We can lure them and use one of John's spells to make a bridge.
Actually, if you guys would have put them on the lower deck, it would have had been the galleon. I don't think the eggs would have fit to the lower deck of the Spelljammer. The door's not that big.
The fuck are we gonna do with these things? I just kind of look around.
I'm thinking turtle stew.
Well,
I'd say I'd be okay with that.
Oh, they are incredibly valuable, you know. People would pay top dollar for the access to dragon.
And their stew would be just as valuable.
Perhaps not, but
I suppose we could turn them loose.
that is also an option.
We could raise them as friends.
Yeah, we could. Well, we have to deal with them soon because they're starting to open chests and they're probably going to start destroying things, is my guess. So They're gonna be like gremlins.
Mean children?
What?
Said you mean they're gonna be like children?
Do we like what's our meat supply looking like
Excessive.
Yeah,
on
we've
the
got a
ship?
bunch of food, so we're able to feed them.
Might as well keep them around.
What?
Might as well keep them around.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can ritual cast speak with animals.
They are not animals.
They are not animals. They are baby dragons. They don't have a language yet because they are babies. They don't know a language to begin with.
That means we can teach them our language.
we
can teach American.
Dragon
'Cause,
turtles
I mean,
do have the
they're
capacity.
sentient beings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dragon turtles speak
Yeah.
Draconic, I believe. Just
Okay.
these ones are, children.
Okay.
Dragon turtles,
Hmm.
which you guys would probably know this by now, have 2 languages that they can become proficient in usually.
Okay.
And most of them can speak Draconic, and some of them can speak Aquan.
So here's a really weird question. Is that what they normally speak because that's what they grow up around? Meaning, would they speak something completely different that they're not ordinarily normally speaking because of who raised them? Or is the speech part genetic?
I think.
Like, if I was born in Germany but raised in the US, I might speak English more than German.
Yeah, I think the reason they have those languages is because they are raised to speak those languages.
Right. So we could. Somebody in the party had mentioned, let's keep them as friends. We could teach them our language and then their native tongue from there. Just an idea. I just wondered.
I think Halifax might speak Draconic, but I'm not sure. I don't know who would speak Aquan in the party.
David does speak Draconic. Just got back.
I think most of the party speaks Draconic.
If not, I definitely know at least one member of the party who speaks Draconic. At least he fucking better. If not, that raises even more questions. And reinforces the fact that his mother was actually a gecko.
Everyone looks at Kaida.
Again, if he doesn't speak Draconic, that just reinforces that his mother was in fact a gecko.
Kaida, do you know anything about raising dragons?
What would I roll for that? I guess I would roll nature to know if I could know how to raise a dragon, right?
Yeah, if you want to make it a roll, you can.
I'll use my inspiration on this just for fun.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna use it any other time.
15.
Also,
15. Do I know how to raise a dragon?
Yeah, you think your stuff can't be that hard. Look how I was raised. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, look how I turned out. A pyromaniac and a terrorist.
Okay. I'm not a terrorist.
You're
I am a pyromaniac who can't drive a boat.
We have repeatedly assaulted many government ships. I'm pretty sure we're a terrorist at this point.
I also want to just point out, can't stay for very long because work wants me in next hour. And it's almost 8 o'clock. They want me at 9.
Oh, jeez.
Is it just me or can you barely hear him?
He does. No, you do sound a little farther away than usual.
Sorry. Let's try. Fuck it. That better?
Yes. At least it is for me. John, can you hear Orthos?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, as it stands right now, Kaida is confident he can raise a dragon. Look how he turned out.
Pretty sure that's what my parents thought. I'm not stating that as a good or bad thing. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure that was a thought process that had been had. I will leave it up to you guys to interpret that situation.
Well, we should drop him off with Olander.
He's just gonna feed him weed all day.
Hollander doesn't smoke. You got the
Isn't
wrong
he
character.
making a pot farm or something?
No, I'm making an actual fucking plantation. Did you think it was a pot farm this whole time?
Yep.
Yes.
It's an actual fucking plantation for crops like aloe, oranges.
Weed is a crop. It's also a
Yeah, I'll
plant.
probably grow hemp because hemp rope is incredibly valuable, but useful.
Yeah, no, I was totally under the impression that you were just making a weed farm.
We just
No.
come back to Olander and he's just a decomposing corpse.
Hollander actually just killed himself and went right back to his home plane, or not really home plane, I guess. Whatever the hell plane Neb is currently in.
I'd imagine he was just like fucking with the destroyed house and just immediately caved in. Well, this is my life.
Would not be the most unexpected thing. But he's probably alive. I think.
That falling building would be out.
So it sounds like the party has decided to hold on to the dragon turtles.
I think pawning them off on the guy on the island would be a good choice, because then at least, they can guard the island and they're out of the way.
Can we keep one at least?
Well, you can still visit them, don't you have... We can always sail back to the island. Worth noting, my character is going to assume that we're sailing to and from the island every time, because I still have no idea about anything with this party. I just hopped on and helped you guys get some stuff.
Yeah, we left the chest there, didn't we?
Yeah, there's a chest there.
Yes, sail.
I don't know how else we'd reach them.
Like 20% off or 30% off or...
Not that... God, is he always like this?
Personally, I'd rather walk. Much quicker.
You must have a surprisingly high movement speed with those little legs.
I can
Allow me
outrun
to show
all-
you something.
I can outrun your feathered ass.
Well, I don't walk very often. I can fly.
Allow me to show you something as I open a chest and attempt to push him inside.
Push who inside?
You?
You're gonna have... What did you roll?
I think I'll be rolling strength.
I know.
Or attacking shove, yeah, it's always strength. The save against is strength or.
Well, I thought it could be athletics as well.
Well, it'll be athletics, Chris. Wow,
I'm
wonderful.
gonna go ahead and adjust my density here so that I am now twice as heavy, giving me advantage on strength check. I'm gonna try and stuff
The
Kaida
inability
in.
to fly.
I'm gonna try and stuff Kaida in. For reference, this does balance out to net normal, but I'm also gonna use inspiration. Well, fuck.
Well,
I'm a heavy bird. You're still a bird.
Kaida seems to be a little stronger. So he shoves you into the chest.
And then I hop in after.
Mm-hmm.
I show him around how we get to different places.
I have a plan. I need to know when we take a long rest.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. What? I'm assuming that means I'm now in the chest then.
Yes, I show you around to what we know where each the chests we know go.
Do you show me the demi-plane?
Where's the demi-plane again?
They are all.
It's inside the chest.
they-
Oh,
Yeah, the unclaimed one. At least that's the one that I was referring to.
I just show them all to you and let you know where they go to.
Well, upon entering the unclaimed demi-plane, I'm just gonna look up and just. You have the ability to manipulate this to be whatever you want, and you leave it with such a dull skyline. And I am going to try and adjust the skyline to be starry, more or less as a mirror of the current sky, of the current star sky or starry sky.
Intelligence check.
23.
God damn it!
Good.
Now I gotta change the background to story.
Well, no, that's the actual part above. I don't think that would necessarily have to be changed.
Okay.
So that the area above, basically the ceiling, is now a lovely starry sky.
Does he not look around at all?
No, I've noticed the fish, but at this point, I'm not questioning it because that's hardly the weirdest thing that I've been shown by you guys.
And the other party member with a bear.
Okay, the bear might catch my eye. I might like watch that a little more carefully, but is the bear normal? It doesn't seem overly aggressive.
Well, it's not mentally retarded, if that's what you mean.
Well, no, I meant is that just a normal thing that exists here? I assume that it's not much. Well, it's a bear.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more or less normal. I mean, he's no less normal than any of the rest of the crew.
Ah, so
I look
that
at you with my head kind of cocked to the side, and I wink and make a clicking side.
well. At least you're self-aware.
You know, we all met at the circus, right?
That explains so much.
We did. We all met at the circus, and that should kind of summarize everything.
Technically, a lot of us met in a bar brawl before the circus, and then we
Okay,
went to the
that's
circus.
fair. I'm just remembering the goddamn circus.
Like we met at the circus. No, we almost died at the circus.
You guys were almost served for dinner at the circus.
We're gonna
We were
die.
fine.
We're gonna die.
Meant to throw up.
this was obviously before Kaido, right?
It was the party's
Yeah, this was like opening.
the party's first adventure they went on. They went to the circus and
Wonderful.
discovered that the circus tent was a mimic.
Yeah, that was right after Elephant had been made comatose.
Yeah, the entire party was being eaten, and I simply told it to vomit.
How would one go about making an entire village mimics?
You need a lot of very old mimics. And they can't mimic people, but they can do buildings. And there have been allegedly, keep this in mind for later, Grim, there have allegedly been mimic ships before, but those reports are as of yet unconfirmed.
Mimics and doppelgangers work together, though.
If the mimic can resist eating them.
I don't know how to.
What'd you say, Grim?
Nothing.
Okay. So we determined where we're going to put these things so they don't destroy our ship.
There is a pen below deck we can stick them
Okay.
in.
Well,
So we can put them there and then take them to Allender and just go here. These are your problem now, and then fuck off forever.
Okay.
Or at least dump them in the water near his house, because that's at least a shallow area where they can become,
Yeah.
they can keep themselves alive.
Okay. Well, I'm going to begin kind of escorting them or doing whatever it is that needs to be done to get them into the pen so they don't tear up the ship. And just kind of whoever I can get to help me, I'm going to get to help me.
Do you know how to make stink bait?
That's
You'll always
not
answer
actually
a
worth it.
question with a question.
I'm a help.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I have. Halifax is going to continue resting because I am still severely exhausted.
First day on the ship and you're going to be a layabout. Fair enough.
Did I not just almost drown to help you acquire all this?
No, you didn't.
After flying for 3 days, pardon me if I'm a little tired.
Well, no, you got the thing that let you breathe forever. I gave you mine, and then me and the dwarf shared.
You have a point.
So your trip back was very comfortable.
Debatable, but I wouldn't say comfortable, but less risky, yes.
What's involved in getting them secured downstairs?
Probably convincing the crew that they're not going to get eaten by dragon turtles. That's probably step one.
Oh, that's easy. Don't go near them, you won't get eaten.
How
Well, you're not
reassuring.
kidding.
It's very reassuring.
I rolled a 15 on my animal handling a while ago. Like 10 plus my inspiration.
Okay.
Well, let me talk to the crew and assure them that everything's going to be just fine.
Oh no,
And
not this again. Oh, Jesus Christ, John.
you know we're all going to die with these things on board, right?
You know,
that-
a nat
that must be
1
harmless.
is not a failure for skill checks, right?
I do know that. I do definitely
From
know
the-
that.
From the looks
But
of it, though, the majority of the crew is starting to get used to his shit. Like,
we're all gonna
we're all gonna
if we
die.
keep them on board. I've seen these things eat entire villages.
The crew's just sitting here, it's like,
Every-
we've heard it before. We're all gonna die.
No, they're super
Jump in
friendly
there and
my
help
hand.
him out.
So the crew just kind of stops and looks at you.
I kind of throw my hands up. Well, the boy who cried wolf finally has been called out. I think we'll be okay. I just kind of chuckle and
after staring at you for a solid minute, they just go back to their jobs. They're just like, this is not surprising.
What, the fact we brought a bunch of
used to my
infantile
shit.
dragons on the ship, or...
It's everything. Nothing can surprise this crew anymore with the shit that you guys have put them through in the last couple weeks.
But they also
That's
get
fair.
paid very well.
They do.
But
Fully
they do
had a
have to
fucking
endure a lot of
vacation.
shit for that money.
They
Yes,
had a
I don't know
vacation for a solid month, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how much they honestly have to endure. Like, they have to go about normal ship duties and can occasionally deal with weird shit being brought onto the boat. It's honestly a pretty sweet gig if it just weren't for the people that they work for.
That made me think of something clever. Do you know what the bathtub said to the toilet?
No.
Shit.
You look flushed.
I get to see just as much ass as you, but I don't have to take shit for it.
Don't laugh, you'll only encourage him.
I thought it was funny.
Oh.
So I'm building a bomb.
do we feel the crew is going to be okay with us keeping these, whatever we're calling these things now?
The crew
We should name them.
seems indifferent about the fact that you guys have brought in baby dragon turtles
Fair
onto
enough.
the ship.
Well, yeah, I've seen enough today. I don't have time to give a shit about this.
Can one name be named Teddy Jr.?
I don't see a reason why not.
I don't see why not. TJ.
God,
Was it 2 or was that 3 of them that had hatched for us? 2. That's right, 2.
it was not
That's
muriatic
funny.
acid. Oh, that's one way for this to go.
Okay. Well, let's get these fuckers stowed and move forward.
Well,
There we go.
unfortunately, it's going to be a much longer sail since we can't use the Spelljammer.
Yeah.
I feel like we could probably just shove them on top and
Just tie them down to the roof.
Yeah, we could honestly just herd them onto the Spelljammer, keep them on the main deck, and then fly.
yeah, because like the thing is, looking at the pen that we are sticking them in,
What are
that's
we
100% animal
Are we
abuse.
opening a pet store? It just dawned on me. It's like, are we gonna? We take everything as a pet. What is
Do you
wrong
not-
with us?
John, do you not remember the first campaign where I adopted one of the giant lions that was trying to murder us?
Yes, I do.
We didn't take
And then we
the
had a bug. We had a freaking owl bear at one time. And what is wrong with us?
We like animals.
Bye. Okay. Anyway,
friends.
it'll make an interesting twist to the story, my friend.
And then the adventurers all retired and became pet store owners.
Yep. Yep.
That's one way for a campaign to end.
Right. But no, seriously, what are we gonna do with these things?
I suggest we load them up on the Spelljammer and get rid of them as fast as possible.
I'm okay with that. I am not particularly interested in keeping them.
How fast can they walk on land?
What was that?
How fast can they walk on land?
1 moment.
I think it was like 10 foot.
They have a land speed of 20 feet.
Okay, as children.
Yes, we're monks. So yeah, 20
So
feet,
about as fast as the halfling.
pretty much, yeah. And swim speed of 30 feet.
Looks at Barry. Can we keep one?
I don't know that we would have a space to keep one, my friend.
Hang on a second. Let me see what would counter a persuasion? Or like, what would you roll to see if you were persuaded or not?
I usually don't have players roll versus players.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, we can
Um,
keep one. What the fuck? Why not? I don't care.
I mean,
I just kind of
Yay.
stay with my hands up in the air.
I don't know that they will fit on the deck of the ship, but from what I've gathered, you'll have easy access to all the others.
The equivalent of, I found this cat in the street, can I keep it?
Right.
yeah, except
Yeah.
in this case, it's a large size.
It's a creature that by the time it's 10 years old will be the size of our boat.
Yeah.
I don't think that early, but yeah.
Not quite, but still.
You're acting like I have literally any forward thinking whatsoever.
They age like normal dragons, and they gain size according to regular dragon sizes.
Honestly, I'm gonna look it up. First, I'm checking the character sheet though, see if it says. Yeah, it'd help if I put the word dragon in the search. There we go. So they'll reach their next size category at the age of around 16. They'll reach adult at around the age of 100. So they'll be young dragon turtles, which will make them huge in about 16 years. Any questions on that?
We're gonna need a bigger house in 16 years.
When they hit 100, they will be gargantuan.
Yeah, that's big.
Titanic isn't a size, or is it Colossal or Titanic that got taken out in 5e?
Colossal gargantuan's as high as it gets now.
That is stupid. Like, certain creatures should go into colossal size, I think.
Wask.
No, I think the Trask has always been gargantuan. But like, there's literally things like certain ancient dragons were always considered colossal.
Either way.
We should drop some of them off, though.
You guys were curious about what size they'd be and how old. There's your answers.
By the way, if the first ship is going to be with the second ship, because we're not going to be using the second ship anymore, should we take one of those chests?
Well, do you know where the first ship is?
No idea.
Doesn't Blackbeard have it?
No, it's in a city, I believe.
Yes, in a city.
Wait, what? Boat or chest?
Both.
Yeah.
It's
I thought Blackbeard had it, but maybe I'm like really lagging in.
No, you guys found
information.
Blackbeard a ship of his own.
That's right. Yeah, I am not sure where it is.
Well, I have one idea. If we have plane shift, I know how we can get another one. Let me see if I
But
have.
yeah,
plane
I
shift.
mean we should.
Well, the first ship you guys left in the city.
I'm assuming at a port in the city,
Yes,
not
at a
inside
port
of a city.
in the city. Yeah.
Well, that's why I was confused. What do you mean in the city? It's a boat. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it is still in the water.
I'm pulling up the city name right now, but yes.
All right. Yeah, that's why I was confused whether we were talking about a boat or a ship or a chest. When somebody said in the city, it's like, how's the boat in the city? So we're looking for a boat on the water near a city with a chest on said boat. Got it.
Yeah, if we have that, then we can keep one on the Spelljammer and have access to the other 2 ships.
Where the... Sorry guys, I got distracted for a moment here.
All right.
I will be right back. I'm going to go refill my drink.
Have you guys ever lost a city? Jesus Christ.
That's a campaign idea right there.
A lost city?
Atlantis.
Look, I can find the treasure rooms you guys have gone through. It wasn't Preham. I don't think it was Preham, at least. No, it wasn't. The City of Gold was the Dwarven capital that you guys have gone through. There's the Elven Village. There's Terramore. There is the former place for those guys. Ah! Found it! Thank God. Corso! And the Sea of Shadows. That is where you guys have your first ship docked. And that is where it's been sitting for quite a while. Do you guys remember who's on board the ship right now?
I believe that's just the crew. The
No.
crew's been just traveling between the.
There's no crew on that ship. There are 2 things on that ship. The ship has not moved.
It's connected via the
It is.
network, right?
And you guys use the connection occasionally to go to the city.
But the
Yeah, to
crew
go to
uses
the
that
city dimension.
regularly, so they can go to the city, or at least they used
Yes.
to.
If they need to go to the city, they will too, but there's no crew stationed on this ship. There are 2 living beings stationed on this ship, but I feel like you guys may have forgotten about them.
Yeah, Fenrir and the fairy.
Yes. That is who has been taking care of the ship.
Wait, who rear-ended the ferry?
Fen.
Fenrir, the
Ben rear-ended a ferry?
the dire wolf,
I thought he was a winter wolf.
or sorry, the winter wolf, and what was the other one? It wasn't just a fairy; it was a.
I know there was a Minotaur over there, but
The
He's
Minotaur.
No, we
Fenrir-
found it. We found something for him.
The Minotaur is working in the city.
Is it
He's a
myth?
blacksmith now.
Yeah, he's.
I was just going to say, he's a blacksmith. I remember that.
Yeah, he's a blacksmith now.
So y'all just had another pet in the wings that you just forgot about?
Hmm.
Allender brought him up several times. It's just kind of. I guess we never had a goal for him.
Where's the Sea of Shadows?
That is where they found Kaida.
Kinda.
Okay, so it is like a normal ocean. It's not
No,
like
it's an underground ocean.
Yep. With, possibly blobs the size of ships underneath it, or not blobs, black oozes.
Black
Black
puddings,
puddings.
the size of ships that fall from the ceiling and move around in the water.
tasty.
I still can't find it. It was a nymph, wasn't it? You guys had
Possibly.
on the ship?
It was either, I think. I don't remember. If it was a nymph, wouldn't we have all gone blind when we looked at it? Oh, no, that's a dryad.
I think you're wrong on both accounts, but yes, there it is. No, it was a pixie. Okay, found it finally.
I forgot about the pixie.
You tried to fuck the pixie.
Yes.
We tried to fuck everything we've come across.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, it was a pixie and a Winterwolf Fenrir that are currently the only two people on that ship that is currently docked.
We told them they were free to do whatever they want, I'm pretty sure.
It's a pixie to direwolf in a city. They've been taking care of the boat.
There's gonna
They're
be
both
so much
sentient
dirt.
creatures that can talk.
Yes, they can.
We can go find stuff. I feel like there's a dead guy tending the fucking ferry, or tending the port. I don't think it would be that weird to see those two.
I'm not saying they're on the boat 100% of the time, but that's where they've lived. You guys
Fair
paid
enough.
for the fucking dock. Why not? It's a fully furnished boat.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We were making it seem like they were, in a bad situation. They didn't like it, and I was confused.
Well, no, they're just there. They haven't gone anywhere. But yeah, that's where the first chest is. And that is on board the small ship that you guys had, that you guys stole from the circus.
We just.
Okay, stole's a strong word.
Say, it's not stealing. They were dead. It was early stage archaeology.
Discovering.
Pillaging, if you So we bring in the turtles over to Olander.
I believe so, but there is one thing we'll need to do first. I will need to go to Allander's Island and spend at least a day looking at literally looking at the stars and making a star chart for that area. From there, I should be able to navigate us fairly well to where we need to go.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I missed that. I thought you were talking to the party, not me.
No, it was both. Allander, if we are going to take the eggs to Allander, Halifax is going to take some time to, basically, before we leave, I need to go study the stars and the sky around Hollander's Island so that I can basically get a star chart drawn up and, navigate us to where we need to be.
Shoot, y'all say stars. Y'all know it happens tonight, right?
Do you mean in real life or in the game?
IRL.
I do not.
Planetary alignment.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, just
Shit.
look for the moon, and well, the moon and 5 planets should be aligned tonight.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, possibly, if the world doesn't end. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, I fucking hope that I get paid. I had a couple of employers in the past tell me, you're gonna fucking get paid when the planets align. It's like, ooh,
Ooh, is
it
that a
might be
promise?
payday.
It's
Boy.
only 5, and the next whole solar system alignment's not until fuck. I
Yeah,
forget
it's a
when.
while. Got it.
So,
Porthos,
Yeah,
I never would have guessed that you would have been a Zodiac girl.
I am not a Zodiac girl. For one, I am male.
Nah, it doesn't matter. If you're into Zodiac shit, immediately you are now a woman.
Yeah.
And also, that should be an immediate red flag.
Ladies.
For 2, I find this just funny because it's like one person started talking about wanting to chart the sky, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, planets aligned tonight.
It's a very common method of navigation before we had shit like GPS.
I know.
What's Halifax's Zodiac sign, though? Does he know?
No, he's an astronomer, not an astrologist.
okay, do you guys want to know when the next time the planets will align?
Sure.
3 days.
May 6th, 2492.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I'll be
So
alive.
John will be allowed to see it.
The last time it
Slight
happened was
cold,
over
but-
1,000 years ago.
And hopefully by then we will have space travel advanced enough so we can just slingshot all across the planet during that year.
Anyway, back to D&D.
Universe or fuck.
Back to D&D.
Apologies.
You want to go through and study the stars.
Yes, so I can start drawing up star charts to help us navigate.
Okay.
Because something tells me these guys that don't have... Halifax is operating on the assumption they will have no idea how to properly navigate us across the seas, and have been simply doing guesswork to get us as far as they have.
I beg your pardon. You're staring at
I'm referring to the party. I don't know about their helmsman yet.
You're staring at a disgruntled lizard folk who's wearing a captain's hat at this point.
Oh, to be honest, I didn't know you were here. I thought they were navigating on their own. Glad to know there's at least one of you.
I handle the navigation on this ship.
Well, unfortunately, you have... I'm not trying to be rude, but at the moment you have no idea where they would be navigating to, as I don't think they have a map for it.
Well, that could be a
If I
problem.
can get star charts for it, it should be all right.
No, star charts. Well, we'll look at the maps. You go through, figure out what you can figure out, and then we'll look at the maps.
All right. In that case, need to roll anything to locate it on star map, or to, make a star chart.
That's a good question. Do you have any skills for it? That would be somewhat related to it.
I don't know what skills would relate to that one, honestly.
Neither do I. I was just asking if you had any.
Nature?
I feel like this wouldn't be more intelligence based.
Well, I have investigation as my primary intelligence skill. Maybe 3,
You know,
but I don't think that's
roll
3.
me intelligence.
I was about to say, I can also see it just being a flat intelligence. There's a +6, so 15.
15.
I haven't made a star chart since I was in the college.
Oh, nature is intelligence.
Nature is intelligence. I thought it was wisdom. Interesting.
No, it's intelligence.
Interesting.
Survival
Anyway.
is wisdom.
Alright, so you're pretty sure that this island is somewhere towards the south. It definitely feels like it's southern hemisphere. I'm actually bringing up the map right now so I can find the island.
Alright.
And where the ship is currently.
Well, we'll be comparing it to the stars overhead of the ship whenever we get back to the ship, but
I'll give guidance and assistance.
We can't give him assistance now, he's already made the roll.
Guidance.
leaving you without any.
E4.
Oh, the irony.
The irony of what?
You'll see.
Oh, we're like right beside this island.
You are. You guys are like right beside the island. Do you guys want to see how fucking close you guys are?
Yes.
Hold on one second here.
I'm gonna go back to the ship and just be like, gentlemen, the stars are literally not an inch over. We are directly adjacent to this island. So it's attached to our current island chain, then.
Kind of. No, there's a distance in there. It's about
20 miles? 10 miles, maybe?
about 20 miles.
How far can one see on the horizon?
Not 20
Or
miles.
before? Then in
Um,
that case, if I fly up, I might actually be able to see the ship because I have the eyes of the eagle that we see perfectly, basically forever.
so it's about 3 miles at the if you're just on the ship's deck.
Well, so you said it was to the south. It looks like it's to the north of us.
I said that you were
Northwest.
in the south.
Ah. Oh, wait, I'm dark skinned. I should probably leave here soon.
You're not the only one worrying, man.
Anyway, no, I said you guys are in the south. The island that when you studied the stars appeared to be in the southern hemisphere. Both of these islands are in the southern hemisphere. So, yeah, you guys are a little closer than I thought you were.
I'm also looking up, like, how accurate celestial navigation is.
Well, let me know what you find out, because I honestly don't know.
Well, about a mile. That's your margin for error. It's about a mile.
Okay.
So it's not bad, all things considered. Like that's pretty. That's a large margin of error compared to modern, but for the time period we're in, that's not bad.
Well, with your roll of 15, I'm going to need one more roll for when you go back to the ship, obviously.
All right, and I would be accepting assistance for this if you're offering it, Fishy.
Yes, as well as the guidance cantrip.
All right.
Fishy knows a lot about stars.
14.
14
All right.
and a 15.
I'm
So-
not doing so hot.
You're not, but it's not exactly an overly difficult task either. And you do
Yeah.
discover that you are practically right on top of where you want to be going.
I'd like to think that Teddy is doing the opposite of helping, just being like, yeah, so basically waves are like kind of like just small, wet
Grim.
bushes.
Yes.
I just realized there's an actual tool for this.
Do you have it?
No, I don't, but I probably would have had it had I known it existed and thought to check it. So I'm probably going to buy it here soon. It's called Navigator's Tools, which would include a sextant, which is what I would be using to make all of these measurements.
Well, you just brought this character in.
Yeah.
Do you want to quickly edit it so you've already bought it, put it in your starter equipment?
Yeah.
Okay. How much does the sextant cost?
It doesn't. I don't know if it lists a price on here. It's part of standard gear, so it's probably around 10 gold for
Hold on.
the total Navigator's Tools item.
All of them have their price listed.
Oh, do they?
Cartographer's tools.
This one is called Navigator's Tools.
$25 gold pieces.
25?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bet.
And they consist of a few things. It doesn't tell me on here. But yeah, you just brought this character in, and it does make complete sense that your character would have this.
Yeah, this item.
So make sure you add that onto your thing so you can just roll on them.
Yeah. I did.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, there we go. And now I can actually roll with my intelligence and my proficiency bonus, so that I actually be rolling
Are you
somewhat
proficient?
decent here.
Are you
you
proficient
say?
in Navigator's tools? Is the question.
I don't know.
I don't think you are.
I don't think so.
No. Unless you took a tool set during creation, you want to swap it.
Yeah, I took herbalism, which I'll never use, so there we go.
Okay.
I am not an herbalist. I study the stars.
That makes a lot more sense for your character.
Yeah.
You rolled a 7. Good job.
Why was that? What? It's not adding my intelligence, it's only adding proficiency. Okay, hold on, something brokey. Because that should be, I shouldn't be able to roll below a 12 when I have my intelligence and my... That's because I put it on Allender. Hold on. Wrong character!
I was like, I don't even see it on here, dude.
Alright. Much better.
If you
Still rolled
say
a
so.
fucking 15, but
All right, so you guys are going to begin setting sail up north by
yes.
northeast. It's 20 miles
Grim, that's fucking northwest.
northwest. Yes. Okay. You guys start sailing northwest. It's 20 miles. You guys are going with the speed of the ship.
West? I thought you meant west.
No, it's east. I thought you meant west, you fuck. Get your damn SpongeBob references right.
Oh, by the way, John, I finished your saxophone. If you don't, yeah, as a magic item for you.
Matt will probably be parting soon.
Do you hear me, John? John? I think John died.
John, are you muted? He died.
All right. I'm trying to find the chart for that ship so we can see how long it's gonna take you guys to sail 20 miles. I don't think it's gonna take very long. There we are. It is going to take about 5 hours.
So 5 hours with the little monsters on board.
Yes, who have been tearing through the boxes that were left in there.
I imagine wouldn't. Who
What-
didn't clear out the boxes?
One
Which
of
one
them,
of you?
one of them is gnawing on a box right now.
Hamburger.
I feel like you guys are forgetting something important.
I feel like somebody did not take the tools out of the box.
That wasn't what I meant.
Also, who's gonna navigate the Spelljammer alongside us?
Don't we have a captain? Isn't it Barry?
Unfortunately, this is Dex based, so my character, despite his knowledge of Spelljammers, cannot pilot the Spelljammer.
Ben can pilot it.
Ben's gonna pilot it this time.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, either a piloting skill or a dexterity check.
I think I did pretty good.
I think you did. So over the course of 5 hours, you guys make your way to the island. Is anyone going to feed the dragon turtle babies?
I'm probably tossing them a fair amount of meat.
I was gonna
We'll
say
feed them dragon meat.
They were gnawing on the wood.
Yeah. How much meat do you think two of them could go through within the 5 hours?
Well, they're baby turtles. Baby dragon turtles. A lot.
Probably as much as Theodore.
They're
Okay, cool. So we're out of meat.
probably twice what Theodore would consider food.
I see
What?
Theodore's been on a diet.
How much did you say? I'm sorry. Oh wait, we have 1,300 pounds of
Yeah.
fucking boar meat.
Also true. We can feed them boar.
How much did you say, Grim? Sorry.
I don't know. A lot. I'm not gonna have you guys worry about the exact number, because Jesus.
I'll just subtract 200 pounds.
Sounds good.
That will probably be more than sufficient for them. Can you tell that we would all make great parents as we forget to feed a child?
The only reason I feed my cats every day is because they remind me.
Oh, poor Olerin.
Lauren?
Yes. No, sorry. Wrong one, Olander. It's not my fault.
Yeah, blame Olerin. He chose to name his character that after mine was already well into being alive.
So are you guys just gonna drop off the dragon turtles and head off for the next destination?
It's
Oh,
kind of like
Jesus,
that
I'd
idea.
love
Just
to, so we can be done with these things.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we
probably
just
gonna.
show up, say hi. Here's some children. Goodbye.
I feel like we should probably drop off a fair amount of meat for them, or
We're gonna
some
drop
meat
the
at
kids
least.
off at the pool, right?
Well, I was kind of under the assumption that they could hunt for themselves once they were in the water.
Fair enough. So, time to kill God.
I think it's actually time to recover a saxophone.
Ooh.
I believe that was the next step on the plan before we got distracted by children. Which comes to the pertinent question: does the bard even know where the first step in finding this thing?
Unfortunately, no.
Hmm.
We might need to give me a little bit to think up the last place that I located it. I just know it was stolen from me, from my room at the Bard College,
So it's
and then
possible
I
it's
was
still at the
immediately
bard
kicked
college.
out. I was immediately kicked out after it had been stolen.
Okay. I hate to say it, but who is your master or whoever the fuck did you piss off?
Yeah, so and so of such and such, and it was his daughter that I impregnated because she was a virgin, and he got mad at me.
I'm pretty sure that's who stole it then. Whoever the fuck you pissed off, they stole it, then kicked you out.
Yeah, so the issue is trying to figure out if he still has it or if it's if it's been sold.
You know, I'd heard stories about a bard being kicked out for the reason of sleeping with the headmaster's daughter. I'd heard it several times till now, and I always thought it was just a joke about you guys.
No.
The
No,
more
No,
surprising fact,
sadly.
I'm the originator.
no, the more surprising fact is I've heard about bards doing it for quite a long time, which means he was definitely not the first. Well, I suppose I don't know how old he is. Maybe he was the originator, but it's the fact that there were so many. How many colleges have you attended?
Oh, let's see. I start counting on my left hand, and then move to my right hand.
We have quite a few headmasters to speak with, don't we?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Technically
do.
not, because it was the last one, I assume.
It was the It was the last one, and then that's when it disappeared. The biggest question is the headmaster using it for his own? Has he sold it? Because it was a very magical instrument. It had properties of healing and properties of defense and properties of offense
and properties of seduction.
and properties of seduction.
I think that's just an innate thing with saxophones, though.
I say, John, I haven't showed you
Yeah.
what the item does, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So where's the headmaster so we can kick his ass?
You know, I
actually
could
gonna
try
say-
and speak with him as another intellectual. We don't necessarily always need to kill your problems.
I didn't say we were going to kill him. I said we were going to kick his ass.
I pat him on the back. Well, maybe our new friend is onto something here.
Can we put the kicking ass on plan? I don't know. C.
Yeah.
Plan A is talk to him. Plan B is stealthily steal it, and if we can't steal it, then we kick his ass. However, if we do end up stealing it, I vote then we go back with it and kick his ass anyway.
Yeah. Now, the biggest problem is I don't think they're going to admit that they have it because it's a very highly
Well,
sought
no.
after.
Well, he doesn't
Instrument.
know me. If I were looking at it under the pretense of a potential buyer, he might be more inclined to listen.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm coming up on that 7 o'clock break that I got to do. I'm really sorry, guys.
It's alright, it happens.
All good.
It's also coming up on 9 o'clock rather fast. Damn it, if Bronchus was here, I'd say, hey, Bronchus, you want to just step in for the angry halfling? Play him like Seath, but he's always tired.
The word for that is emotionally exhausted.
Nah, Seath don't get sleep. He's pissed off.
Well, I suppose we should all take 5.
Probably.
Sounds like a good time to do it since John has to take care of that.
Luckily, I can help keep us on track in the Spelljammer and keep us going where we need to. Ooh, that is not what I thought it was. That's a minigun dozer.
Alrighty, so a few things I will do once we get there, just so it is stated. Uh, fuck, what are the spells? So I can't use. So if we're thinking of doing the talking bit, and Halifax is going to be doing the talking, correct?
I'm gonna try and speak to him as another intellectual. Yes.
I would actually want to go ahead and enhance your abilities and do it to the whole party. Your choice of either intelligence or charisma, which you think would be more important here.
Well, can you boost my intelligence past 20? Because it's already at 20.
It's not boosting it past 20. It's literally advantage on intelligence-based checks or advantage on charisma-based checks.
Well, it should probably be charisma based. So
Alrighty then.
I'm
Right.
hoping to talk well enough that I don't necessarily have to roll, because charisma is not my character's biggest strong suit. He's not uncharismatic, but not professional.
But I can pop that on you, Barry, if needed. Actually, no. Yeah, definitely going Barry because he may be assisting you in there. You know what?
Hopefully not in a way that the headmaster would recognize him.
Yeah. I'm hoping he goes, oh yeah, I'll just be invisible. And just whispering words of advice into your ear.
Isn't he fully a changeling?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But also, he has very specific mannerisms when he speaks.
The
So if he
other
starts,
person I would want to give that to would be Kaida as well. So pop the strength on all three of them for the 4th level spell. And this is before y'all go to actually speak to him. The other spell I would be popping will be Aid, again at 4th level, to Halifax, because he has no health,
I'm a
and
wizard.
whoever else needs it.
I'm not a soldier. I believe I've made that clear. I'm an intellectual, a scholar.
You know what? Just because. Okay, you see this? I take this off, I get sick. Just a small little pendant.
Well, that's because you're a religious nut job. I'm a normal nut job, obsessed with space and knowledge.
Okay. Identify it.
Alright, I'm gonna
This
go ahead
has
and cast
no
Identify
religious
on it.
bearing.
What'd you say it was?
I said this has no religious bearing. Identify it.
I'm gonna roll it down. I'm gonna cast Identify on it then with Ritual.
A amulet of health.
Ah.
It's the one that sets your con to 19.
I'm not that desperate to be healthy. I'm normally not in fights, and when I am, I have the ability to just crush somebody with the sheer force of the planet's gravity. With a little bit of extra tapped in.
But yeah, if I take this thing off, I have a con of 7. My health drops from 116 to crap. I'm losing 66 HP if I unattune to this. That tells you how much it hurts for me to take this thing off.
I can do that much damage to you in a few different ways.
I take this thing off and a light breeze hits me, I'm dead. But yeah, aid is going to be on Alifax, Barry, since this is his mission, and Kaida on the level 4 spell slot, so 20 more HP to y'all. That way y'all get some manner of boost.
And you said you're also giving us aid so that we get that extra, like, 20 hit points?
20 hit points because I'm burning both of my 4th level spell slots.
I appreciate that.
And one moment, just so... And this is when y'all are ready to go in. I doubt I'll be here for that, but... Going to post the aid and then...
Who are the other 2 people who are getting it? Did you already say that and I missed it?
Barry and Kaida.
I am back.
Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
Willkommen.
So yeah, I haven't put a whole ton of thought into the origin or the location of this thing, so I'm definitely gonna need a little bit of help
We got you.
creating. Yeah.
Well, I know a little bit of information, which will get the party moving.
Cool.
But yeah, we are agreed that we are going to the college, correct?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, when y'all arrive there, y'all getting both of those spells cast at 4th level to both Alifax, Barry, and Kaida. So you know the enhance ability, advantage on all charisma checks for the next hour, and aid, well, more HP.
So I must definitely also, I guess I neglected to say that they'd probably be better off if my face was not seen and my name was not spoken.
Well, then what name would you like to go by? You can change your face.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Barry, I need you to do me a favor. God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Look, make yourself look like me. Change the eyes to green.
Well, that would seem even more suspicious. Would it not?
Why? I'm not going.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll stay on the ship.
It's like, you think I want to be a...
It's like, we have dragons on that ship that need to be fed, watered,
no,
cleaned.
they're on the island now.
Yeah, there was all under now.
Fair. We got chickens on that ship that need to be fed, watered, cleaned.
You can just say you don't want to be around Barry for a little while, right? I won't be offended. He might, but
I won't be offended.
I'm willingly casting magic on him and technically putting my own face at risk.
it's not that bad.
And I now christen you Will. Short for I don't give a fuck. Just make sure you remove my face and those eyes when you are done with them.
You got it.
Thank you. And with that, I do have to step away.
Let's see
Huh?
Let's see how well your face does catching the ladies.
You know what? Dave looks at you for a moment, starts to search, and then he's like, wait a second. You know what? have fun. I want to hear this one, actually.
Maybe this was a
This
bad
is the
idea.
first one of your stories I actually want to hear.
That's funny.
Otherwise, yeah, I gotta step off. See y'all's around.
Yeah,
I'll-
man.
I'll catch up on the stream.
Please do.
All right. John, did you get my message?
I did get your message.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked into the. So is everybody back? Because I stepped away. I wasn't sure who else stepped away.
I don't know. Are we missing anybody?
I'm back, but I'm probably gonna
If
get.
you're not
Greg-
here, speak up.
What were you saying, Fishy?
I'm here, but I'm probably gonna go get food.
Will you be connected to us? When you
I mean, I'm assuming y'all are doing roleplay with charisma, so I'm not gonna be there.
but they might need their big barbarian.
Yeah, man.
I'll stand menacing once I'm cued to stand menacingly. Okay. Offer the help action for any intimidate check.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I begin to tell those in the party that are wanting to go on this little adventure with me. The town, the town where it was stolen from me is called Castle Fishton. It's fairly, it's far to the northwest near the ice caps. It's up where the college is. That's the last place that
Ah,
I
yes, the
was
College
and
of
had my
Winterhold.
instrument.
It's not the College of Winterhold, but hell. I missed an opportunity with the naming there. I see that now, but
Listen, if I didn't make that joke, Chopper would have, so.
yes, but Chopper's not here.
Well, now he's here through spirit. You're welcome.
Yes. Hmm.
But if you do ask, the helmsman has heard of Fishton and doesn't know where it is.
He does or does not.
He does.
Okay.
Ah, so we won't need my navigation expertise on that one then.
Well,
Also, I would like to point out, lizard folk are emotionless, but I am still able to offend one apparently, because I'm just that good.
That's funny. Okay. How long of a journey is it? Or are we relatively close to begin with?
Well, given that we are in the southern hemisphere by my estimation, I don't
Yes.
think it'll be rapid.
Correct. Gotcha.
Though
Okay.
it would be possible I could navigate us if we chose to go with the Spelljammer. I could navigate us to the location, provided that it's already on a map.
Yeah,
utilizing
it
the
should be. It's well established. It's a well-established college in town to the north.
Given that I can estimate our position with the star charts, and
Well,
if
that
I
sounds absolutely fascinating.
And if I can find it on the maps, we should be good.
I'm going to point out the area on the map where the college is and where the town is to just kind of give a narrowed-in idea of where on the map we are, or it is for your tracking.
All right.
And are we going to take the Spelljammer, or are we going to sail up normally?
I like the Spelljammer idea, but I'm open to either one. But
Well, Halifax definitely wants the Spelljammer. He wants to use that thing as much as possible, so he can understand it and potentially pilot it for himself.
Oh, you got it marked out on the map properly, so I think you guys should be okay on your own.
yeah,
Going from the...
Do you have any orders you'll be giving to your helmsman in the meantime?
don't hit anything.
You're not used to using him as much more than a taxi service, are you?
Orders received.
Mm-mm.
Don't hit anything.
Don't hit anything.
Would
Actually,
Olander be okay with us leaving the other ship here?
Hollander probably wouldn't be opposed to it.
Cool. Do you want to take
Yeah,
a
we
shot
checked
then?
it with valet, and I got a ticket for it, so we're fine.
I overheard you
We just
earlier.
got to remember to get validated.
I overheard you earlier. Perhaps I should head back to the city.
Yes, very good idea. That's where we're headed, anyway.
Well, we're heading to a different city than what he's thinking. He's probably thinking of the underground city.
Oh, okay.
I am. You guys have not checked in on the ship in a while. We've been checking on it occasionally. But honestly, perhaps we should head back there and just do something with the ship, or... Seems awfully wasteful.
Do we know if that town has a teleportation circle? Because I'm pretty sure at least one of us has teleport, right?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it would. How common are they for a larger town? It seems like if it's well traveled, or if people are
I'm
in and
also
out of the
pretty-
town a lot,
Well,
there
now that I think
would
about it,
be.
I'm pretty sure we have a shit ton of like items from that town
Uh-huh.
would work as associated objects. So I don't know if we need to keep the chest there.
Okay.
Just thinking about it from like a logistics standpoint, we might be fine to be able to keep going back to that town without the chest being there. Because sadly, we can't get the one out of the plane of fire without plane shift. Actually, wait a minute. Never mind. Why don't we just buy a plane shift scroll and then I can then I can learn it, and we'll have somebody with plane shift.
Okay.
Yeah, we can head to town, buy a plane shift scroll. I will learn plane shift, and then we can get the chest from the City of Brass. Because we can access the City of Brass fairly easily now that we have a Spelljammer.
Ooh, this is gonna make a wonderful story as I pull out a book and as I pull out a brand new bound leather notebook and begin scratching in for a brand new story. This is going to be the Great American Novel.
What is America? I don't-
Who knows? But it's going to be the great novel of that place anyway. It'll be the novel of my lifetime.
That'll probably be labeled as a smut book then, and be touted for being the most depraved thing anybody has ever read.
And the pages will be stuck together.
If you couldn't hear it, I was sighing with regret.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Okay.
Pick that up for the psychic
Where are you
link.
guys going first? And is it okay for him to take the ship back to the city?
Yeah, it's perfectly okay for them to take the ship back to the city.
Would you guys like the chest off the ship?
Well, I was gonna see if we could use some of the party fund to buy a plane shift scroll,
It's an awesome
which
idea.
I can then use to get the what'd you say, Grim?
That would be an awesome idea as well.
Yeah, because then we can just get the one from the City of Brass, because we can use a Spelljammer to get to the City of Brass. So I just go through the chest, head back to the. Worth noting, plane shift, it's a little finicky, but although actually, I would still like to know if there's a teleportation circle in the city. Or somewhere nearby to where we would be going. Because... Oh, wait, never mind. Plane shift only lets you move creatures. We can't move the chest.
Hmm.
Never mind, that idea doesn't work. Alright. So yeah, do we just want to grab the one off the ship in town then?
Couldn't we technically polymorph the chest into something?
I think polymorph also specifies creature. Yeah, transforms a creature.
Creative thinking, but sadly, no.
There's probably a way you could cheese it, but I'm not.
I don't know. We could just take the one off the circus ship for now, if we're already gonna have our other ship in the town.
It's true.
So do we want to do that, or do we want to just stick with, flying the Spelljammer back and forth for now?
I'm fine with flying the Spelljammer back and forth. Unless anybody else is opposed to it, I think it would also give Halifax opportunities to study it in live action.
Also, Grim, is there any way that I could pilot the ship that would be more intelligence-based than dex-based?
Not that I can think of right now. But I do kind of funny. Yeah, kind of find it funny.
I find it, well, this one seems to be a bit different than the normal Spelljammers, at least.
It is.
I don't know.
I've already
Yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because it means that I may not be able to pilot this one.
Oh, because of Dex.
Yep, it's dex based. And I do not have very good dex.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I rolled a
the
flat.
quickest
10.
way to do it would definitely be with the chest. Is anybody else? I mean, care either way? I mean,
Personally, I think that it's redundant to have the chests on like both of those ships that we're not currently using.
mhm.
That's also fair. Having a chest on a spelljammer would add to convenience.
Yeah, I think that
Especially
is
if,
just,
I achieve what I want and start taking the spelljammer to fucking space.
yeah. I personally I think that having a chest on us at any time is a good thing to have.
Yeah, I'd be okay with taking the one from the circus ship and putting it on the big ship or on the spelljammer.
What do you guys want to head there first and then head up?
Actually, why don't we tell our crew to grab the chest off of the circus ship? We will take the chest off of the current ship, and they can basically just let us know when they get there. So I don't think it'll take them long to get there.
That would work. So the helmsman is going to take the ship back and go collect the other chest.
Perfect. No, I will try and assist whoever is piloting with my knowledge of the spelljammer and its functions.
And then you guys are taking a ship and then heading up to the...
To the Bard College. Depending on how long ago this was, it's possible that this headmaster is fucking dead from old age and that this saxophone is just like kept in a museum or something as a failed instrument.
Yeah, how long has this been, honestly, John?
Not that long. Maybe 100 years, 150 years,
150 years?
150, give or take.
Okay, and what race was the... Do you know?
I do not know. I do know that he was, like myself, mostly immortal. He might have been a changeling now that I mention it. His
That's
daughter
this
could do some. Well, we just won't go into that right now.
All right, so the headmaster was probably also a changeling.
Could very well be. I have some sketches that I did of. Once again, let's not go into that right now.
Turns out that the headmaster was actually Allander and he had an adopted daughter.
See, I was going to... I was going to say either... Honestly, I'd probably say elf. For a bard college.
An elf would also make sense.
Is that alright, John?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm stifling myself so much right now.
I know.
Fucking child.
You're nervous about
Oh boy.
Well,
So yeah, I don't
I'm
know. I
weird
wonder.
thinking any of that.
Wondering aloud. I wonder if it's something that he would keep. I wonder if it's something that he would sell. I wonder if it's something that he would put in a museum, like you guys were possibly saying. It's been quite a while since this has happened. And I gave up looking for it You know, I gave up looking for it a long time ago. Just had kind of written it off as never seen again, and it just kind of dawned on me that, well, maybe start to ask around again, and I got that little bit of information, but it is the actual location of it, like where is it physically located? That I'm thinking maybe we kidnap him and beat the shit out of him until he tells us where it is.
Yay.
As Barry takes a turn that most people are not used to seeing.
Teddy's just like, yay.
Violence is the only answer I've known.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I am also a healer, so he won't die. I stand there and just blink.
So I'm hearing fireball.
If you would enjoy, I have no issues with that. I can bring him back. Just leave him at least 1 hit point.
I think I can do that.
Okay. I somehow expected Olifax to object, but evidently not. Maybe he's going to join in on the fun.
Careful within 10 feet, that's the splash zone.
Does Olifax have an issue with any of this idea? Is Olifax here? Cameron?
Yeah,
I think he
he's
died.
probably dropped out or something. Yeah, because he had some ideas about doing it peaceful way.
Olifax will learn very abruptly that we are just violent. Serial dragon murderers.
Right. Cameron. Dudley's still in there.
Ben, are you still here? Great.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did Cameron die?
He's in the bathroom.
Ah, he did it.
That's fine.
Well, he said he's going to help whoever's piloting, so who's piloting the ship up north?
Which ship is it?
The
Spellchecker.
The
Spelljammer,
Spelljammer?
yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be me as usual? Because I'm the one with the high dexterity.
You had been piloting it with success, so I mean I would be fine with that. Yeah.
Can't you
Well,
let me
if someone's
pilot it for
assisting
once?
me, I got a
No.
22.
No,
Damn
your
it,
job is to
John.
fireball things.
How
That's
many
it.
how many rolls do you need, Grim?
I'm just going to have you roll the one.
Okay.
What height
No,
are
I got
you?
a 22.
What altitude are you planning to fly over at?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. So I can kind of figure out how long this is going to take.
I have returned.
Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna
I did-
kidnap him, tie him in a room, beat the fuck out of him with Teddy, and then Kaida's gonna fireball him and leave him with 1 health point so I can heal him, and then we're gonna do it all over again until he tells us where my saxophone is. What do you think?
That's plan C, correct? I'm gonna try and speak with him first, remember?
I had forgotten. Thank you for the reminder.
So you guys you guys arrive at the dock and Castle Fishton as night is falling.
Does it smell fishy?
I don't smell.
You're not fishy, you're Theodore.
Sorry. Wrong voice.
There's the bar. It's called. Right next to the dock, conveniently.
Cheesegate.
What?
Cheesegate.
Oh, yes, Cheesegate.
Fucking cheesegate and chicken wall.
And the town's named Fish Town. I'm starting to think there was a theme with this town.
Oh god. The mayor is the leader of this town just a complete and total fucking psychopath.
Mayor McCheese.
I'm Mayor McCheese. How many days did it take to get us up there?
It's, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
It's nighttime. Well, the sun is setting as you guys arrive.
Can I suggest we take a rest here, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Good. We can go. I'll go speak with him come morning. Whenever I won't be exhausted anymore.
I say while he's sleeping, we kidnap him.
Alright, so which dock would you guys like to dock at?
Probably the one right about here.
I feel like we should go a bit further away.
Why? He's not going to be suspicious of a random ship. Actually, it's a spelljammer, but still, that's kind of why I was doing it. Is it's a flashy vehicle. If he sees me get off a spelljammer and begin speaking with him, it immediately creates an area of authority.
But do we want him to know that John is here?
How would he know John is here?
That Barry's here?
Yeah, how would he know Barry's here?
Shape changer. Yeah, I've changed.
Yeah, this is just a random spelljammer.
Okay.
The only way I found you guys is because I saw you fly overhead and then flew for 3 days. If I flew for 7 days, I would have died.
So we almost, what was it? Mosquito on a highway, you'd?
No, you were landed for quite some time whenever I found you. Well, finally re-found you, I suppose.
Alright, well, as you are all pulling into the dock, you see a absolutely massive turtle who stands at about 7 feet tall.
Tortuga!
No, it's not
Mhm.
Tortuga. He's waving your ship in and motions toward the dock.
Is that what they're gonna grow into?
No, that's an actual bipedal race of turtle people. Much like, it's similar to me, how he's an evolved owl.
What?
Just like I am not just like I am not a normal owl, he is not a normal turtle. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, he's a special turtle.
He's a special turtle.
In a very, just a flat, almost annoyed voice, he says, "Welcome to Castle Fishton. How long will we be staying?"
We'll go with a week.
A week. Will you be doing any trading?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you bring any goods or services to sell?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, he stops writing stuff down. He looks at you. Why are you here?
We're here to visit the Bard's College.
Oh. That's been a while. I'll need 5 gold.
I'm gonna hand him 25 and just keep the rest as a tip. You sound like you need it.
He perks up. Oh, I'm definitely going drinking tonight. What should I put the ship under? What's the name? What's the crew name?
Good ship lollipop.
Don't listen to
Good
him.
ship
Put it under
lock.
Akir.
What?
Akir.
Akir. As he scribbles out, he
EKIR.
scribbles out the good. He's got the good right down. Akir. And the crew's name?
Halifax, Nakir.
We
Scribbles down.
represent the Lollipop Guild.
Well, enjoy your stay. He walks back over to the end of the dock and walks into a room, basically a small hut. He literally has to squeeze himself through the doorway, and you guys hear a popping noise as the wood pops as he lets him through.
I hope that's not his house, and hopefully he can use some of that money to buy a bigger house. I'm also going to look at Barry and just, you are aware that we're trying to remain discreet here. Naming the ship something like that will definitely give away that it's you who has come to visit.
That's very fair point.
But luckily, I have a name that is known amongst scholars and mages, but I doubt it would be known as well here. But possibly, you would be aware.
I do hope I can keep my temper.
Would it be better for you to stay here while I speak with him?
What are your thoughts?
I don't know you well enough to know yet. I'm gonna look to who all is with us. I'm gonna look to the rest of the party here and just. Do you think he can behave himself during the conversation?
No.
He's the most kind and trustworthy person I know.
Can't tell if Theodore's a good
But can he keep his mouth shut?
No, that's
No.
the pertinent question.
No, you can't.
Well then.
Well, maybe that's not a bad idea. The fate of my instrument is in your hands, and I lay that responsibility on you, and I thank you for your assistance. But maybe it is a good idea if I stay behind. I do have a bit of a temper when it comes to Charlene.
I will have one of you accompany me at the very least then, for safety precautions.
I'll definitely be joining.
Perfect.
Are you sure that's perfect?
I don't know Kaida that well yet.
Perfect.
Oh, actually, hold on, I forgot. While we were taking a long rest, let me see how long this spell lasts, because I actually,
I gotta ask, will you guys be staying on the ship tonight?
yeah,
I will be.
I will be.
Well, the ship's got my hammock, so.
Also, I'm going to accompany the squishy people.
Just being in the town is bringing back memories, both good and bad.
I am a very fragile bomb.
I begin to gain hope, a tiny bit of hope for the first time in many, many years.
Well, Halifax is going to stay up a little later tonight, basically waiting for everybody else to fall asleep. Under the guise of reading through one of his books.
If you're taking the first watch, I'll take the second.
I don't know that we need to be on watch.
Betty's always on watch.
Okay, well, I'll wake you up when I rest then. As for my plan, I'm going to need to roll stealth for this, but
Oh no.
don't worry, it's fine. I'm also going to, one moment, let me check something. Alright, I'm going to cast, before I go rest, I'm going to cast Immovable Object at level 6 on my quill.
Okay.
And then, which means that it cannot be dispelled, and it's a DC 30 to move. And then while Kaida is resting so calmly in his hammock, I'm going to wander in and place the quill about an inch above his chest. And let go, and walk out.
Why?
Because you stuffed me in a chest, you dick.
Oh yeah. Forget about that part.
Because I just sneak in, set it up, and then leave. Good luck. I'll be back in the morning.
Does he wake up?
Would I wake up?
That's up to you if you want to try and wake up.
Question is, would I even notice it?
Well,
This
what's
is
your
what-
passive? And let me check if sleep gives you any.
Well, my passive is 10, so I'm sure I'm still just flat out asleep.
Well, luckily, I don't make any noise while Well, my feathers, more or less, actually, don't make any noise while I'm moving. I am dead fucking silent. You'll never hear us flying up on you. But
Yeah, no, I am fast asleep, so I don't think I even notice it.
so Kaida's gonna go to wake up and try and get out of the hammock and realize he can't.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Well, I mean, he could technically. He's on a hammock.
I have ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have ways to get out of to run whenever
That's
I
true.
want. So
That's true.
if I
And I'm
really
going to-
needed to,
Then come morning, I'm just gonna be sitting there looking at Kaida, just well, come on, get up. We have work to do. You can't lay in bed
I
all
don't
day.
think you want to taunt me though.
I'm not taunting. I'm saying this in just a normal tone of voice like I normally do. Just when we get up, we have to go to work. Get your friend back his instrument. Also, I did intentionally on the quill, so that literally, if I use this on another creature, it's literally going to be a feather holding them down. Or a feather holding a door closed.
So before they leave, I would can I give him a bardic inspiration, or is that too long of a time span between him leaving the ship and going to have the conversation?
I think. How long does Bardic Inspiration last? I think it's
Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, it'd be 10 minutes, so it would probably run out before we got inside and got to talk to the headmasters. I imagine there's a waiting period.
Fair enough. Yep. No, that's kind of what I was imagining as well, but
For the waiting period.
I'm sorry, I will be right back.
By the way, my audio cut out. What did I miss?
not a lot. Cameron just pranked Monkey.
Because I stuffed him in a chest earlier.
Yeah, I was probably gonna just tackle both of you guys in there if you failed.
That would have been perfect.
Oh, we're roughhousing! Yay!
You're like, let's go together.
Crushes both of the squishy people.
I think before I hit the ground, I probably would have just misty stepped away. Like, no thanks.
Leave the one with the fragile bones to get crushed.
Well, hey, as long as it's not me.
Oh, this is gonna go so well.
We're 100% gonna kill the guy. Like,
Most likely.
no doubt in my mind that we're just gonna have to murder him.
It's not like he won't have it coming.
Just the scene I'm imagining is we're like, all three of us are just like screaming, "Go, go, go! Get it started!" While we just have a handful of fucking instruments.
Oh, what the fuck did you guys do while I was gone? It was literally 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Oh no, I'm just saying that it's 100% gonna go south, and we're just gonna be fucking yelling at the people in the Spelljammer to get the ship started while we just have a handful of instruments and are running away from the guards.
Start the car! Start the car! Start the car!
He told us what it looks like, right?
Yeah,
All right.
it's straight brass tube with a large beveled end, where it represents the horn. But it's straight and it's made out of brass and it's got shiny colored stones and it glistens and it's beautiful. I'll have to find a picture.
Is that a soprano saxophone?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you choose a soprano saxophone?
Because it's the one that John Coltrane played the most, and I loved his work when he played that one. He played a couple of
John,
few different.
you'll have to send me a picture of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like it's a golden clarinet. I thought it was an alto.
Let's see. I'll get a photo.
Ew.
I am back now, so we can go try and talk to this guy.
Yes.
I'm going to begin to lead the people of venturing with me towards the gates of the Bard College.
All right.
Are the gates closed up, or
So the gate is not closed.
this place is abandoned, isn't it?
Okay, the gate's not locked.
I'm just starting to wonder because of what the turtle said.
And you do see light coming from inside.
I'm going to. Graham, did you forget to put lighting on this place?
I didn't bother to put lighting on this place.
Fair enough.
It serves no practical purpose, honestly.
That is fair.
But if you'd like to drag yourself onto the map, please do.
Mr. Akir. I will begin making my way up. Why am I measuring? Begin making my way forward. Cloaked in my wings as always, especially now that it's cold as shit outside.
I can make fire for you.
Who's coming with you?
From the sounds of it, Kaida and Theodore.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go with him.
Okay. As you guys enter, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It smells like a thick smoke and rancid meat as you walk through the door.
My word. Well, I don't think it's abandoned, but I do think it's the home of a hobo.
Tasty.
No, it smells like most places I live.
Where have you people been living?
The woods.
Well, I see at least one person in here.
You hear coughing coming from the other side of a chair aimed at the fireplace.
I will announce myself. Just, hello.
Visitors, you hear in a very cracked voice.
Are you the headmaster of the Bard's College?
Thank you, John. I am.
Yeah, that is the style of it. That's not obviously how it looks, but that is the size, the shape of it, and how the whole thing would be. But mine would be like, I don't know. I want to say made of something more like onyx looking with different jewels and gems and stuff. But that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Nice.
I had a picture for it, but it was an Alto, so I'll have to swap that out.
Yeah.
I
Like I
assume
said,
that
it's the saxophone that John Coltrane played the most. That's where I got the inspiration for it.
Okay, that's switch for now. All right. Haven't had anyone here in a while. And as he turns towards you guys, he's got a mug, or a flask in one hand, and he has a pipe in the other hand. And he is looking back at you guys.
your
This
college
is-
seems to be in a bit of disrepair, sir.
This is what he looks like.
I'll begin to make my way further in. I take it time has not treated him well, despite him being an elf.
It hasn't been a bard college for many years.
Might I trouble you for what happened to it?
Well, it all started with a changeling.
I had a feeling that would be the case.
Uh-oh.
And
Kind of doesn't actually laugh, by the way.
after my daughter ran off trying to find him, I shut the place down.
Are you hoping he's alive or dead?
I hope he's dead.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna just kind of gesture for Kaida to just shush. Might I ask, why did that drive you to shut it down, sir?
Well, without my daughter, what's the point of being a bard's college? Music has left. She takes a long draft off the pipe.
But yeah,
And
I'm
you
gonna begin
guys,
to move up
you guys smell more
turn
of
the
that
carriage.
rancid smell.
What is he smoking?
What happened? My
Uh,
just got-
The guy's daughter ran off to go find Barry, and then he shut the college down.
Okay, cool. So when she ran away, that was the day that the music died?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah. Like I said, I hope he's dead.
I had actually come to visit because I'd heard of a unique item that had been left behind by a changeling here.
Talking about that damned brass instrument he had.
I believe so, yes.
Last time I heard that was a day after he was exiled.
I was told it was quite an interesting magical artifact, and I do enjoy the study of them.
Well, if you can find it, let me know who has it, because it disappeared the day my daughter did.
Do you have any idea who might have taken it?
Well, if I didn't state it obvious enough, I'm pretty sure my daughter has it.
Well, to be fair, you have an entire college here. I'm not entirely versed on this story. Do you know how many stories I've heard of bards sleeping with the headmaster's daughter?
Well, at least
At this
one.
point- Well, at this point, they tend to pass in one ear and out the other. So I suppose
bit
that
of
means
in
I've got to
out.
track down your daughter then.
Let me know if you find her.
I will attempt to guide her back to you. I make no promises in my success, though.
If you don't mind, I have more drinking to do.
Well, good luck in it.
Then he takes a massive swig and then he sits down. He's got a barrel next to his chair and he just refills it.
Where is he getting the money to have continued this for so long?
It's like shit.
Well, gentlemen, I believe it's time for us to make our way out.
Do we think
Before
that
you
there
go,
was
last time I heard, she was down south of here.
Alofax, despite being aggravated at the fact that everything is south of here, is going to thank him. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I had someone following her for a while there. Hold on, I pulled the name of the
someone
town.
to follow your daughter?
She's been missing for a while.
Oh no.
Did you just get back, John?
No, I've been here and listening, and I'm just thinking, oh no.
You successfully
tell me there's
ruined
a-
this man's life.
Please don't tell me there's a kid attached to this somewhere.
Did you pull out?
Right?
Spoilers.
Wow. Oh, I feel horrible. What a poor bastard.
So I'm guessing the plan where we abduct him and rough him up is a no-go.
Unfortunately.
Puts away the rope.
What is wrong with you two?
What's away the
We
rope?
are professional dragon.
The shot,
killers.
the lightning that was falling around my hand goes away.
We for fun go around and kill dragons.
That's funny.
That's a hobby.
Well, some of the dragons.
Last he heard, she was in Corso.
Hey, don't we have a semi-made map from Ben?
Well, you guys all should recognize the name of Corso.
I
Isn't that where our
assume that that's the
ship is?
city that's underground.
That's the underground city, yeah.
Yeah, which means she's tailing John, and that's the last place he was known.
Ah.
It was.
Might I ask you one last question, sir?
Yeah.
If you were to have your daughter back, would it be possible for you to restart the college?
Time would tell.
Do you have like a drawing of your daughter that we can refer to?
No.
I'm sure we'll find her. Can't be that difficult. We'll look for the family resemblance. I'll get her back, but if so, I would like you to try and restart this institution of learning. I'm a scholar, and I hate to see such a building go to waste.
Like I said, the music's gone.
I so want to make the joke to his face. I so want to make the joke to his face.
I'm going to escort my companions out now. Come along, gentlemen.
And we will say that why mine is there.
Yeah, you realize that into a bard college walked an owl, a bear, and a lizard.
Hey,
Yeah.
This feels like the start to a bad joke.
Right.
Is that the entire campaign?
Yeah, pretty much.
He has a valid point. I was actually thinking about that earlier. It's just like, we could probably make a campaign based of entirely like animal-based creatures. You can go with lizard folk, turtle, bear folk, because that's an actual race, owlin, rat folk.
You see, that's the thing. It's called being a fucking furry.
Got.
Discard card. Alright. Well, you guys have a clue now of where this thing is.
Yeah. So
John's like, shit, I didn't know it was gonna ruin his life.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that you came back and gave me the lowdown.
I instantly went up to John and be like, "Hey, your chick's looking for you."
It's,
Went up to Barry. I mean, sorry.
they
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
to be. It seems that the woman is currently located, who would have access to your instrument. Seems to currently be located in the underground city you were last commonly seen in. She seems to be
Oh,
looking
good
for you.
lord.
I would like to get her to return here, but that might involve her trying to kill you, I'm afraid. She seems quite obsessed. And a rejection may just cause her to go mad.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Kaida, I have need of your abilities to cauterize. Theodore, hold him still.
Why?
What?
I'm going to castrate him.
Right.
I mean, we have space on the ship. We could have another pet.
We're not keeping a pet woman!
I just imagine him holding up the rope as he's saying this.
Have I joined into a collect? Have you had no? Who let you behave without supervision?
So, Halifax, on a more hopefully serious note, what did you discuss with him? How did he give up the information? Did you have to promise anything? Give me a little bit of the details.
Well, I told him I would try and get his daughter back, but that is partially personally motivated. I am a scholar, and I don't like seeing institutions of learning be run down and abandoned. I hope that if his daughter returns, he will begin to attempt to rebuild, or perhaps she will.
He looked like a
Can-
zombie.
So my hope would be that he would open the college again as well. It was never my intention to have the place shut down.
That is the
So
hope.
hopefully I can get my instrument back. I can straighten the floozy out and send her packing back to Dad. And I slap my hands together and
Well, luckily, we can
do a
get
little
back to
prayer.
that city rather easily. Do you remember what she looks like? Please, for the god, tell me you do. Or else
Oh
this will get
boy.
infinitely more complicated. Oh god, he doesn't
Yes.
remember.
Yes. I definitely remember her face. She's the one that cost me my
Was it
instrument.
light or dark when you remember her last?
Both. It was light, she was dark.
I feel like that's a sex joke, and I don't get it.
That's okay. So, yes. I do know what she looks like, and I give a very, very detailed, intimate description, all the way down to different piercings. I'm imagining that everybody in the room is standing there just looking at me, just quietly, just like right now. Just staring at me, blinking. What
You are
is wrong
lucky.
with you?
You are lucky that I cannot crush you without crushing everything on this ship.
I have a few questions about the words you used.
And don't worry about it, Theodore. We'll teach you when you're older.
John, give me
Okay.
give me a hair color here.
Green.
I'm gonna try and slip the quill into his pocket.
Who's?
Can you
That
give me a
would
more
do it.
conventional hair color?
How about like Like, I don't know if auburn makes sense as a color. Like, reddish. Yeah, we'll say reddish. Like reddish blonde. Will that be, ginger? Is that what they call it?
Ah, fire crotch.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Fire crotch.
Something
And
like
then
that.
And then I begin to, exactly. I begin to let everybody know that the curtains do indeed match the drapes.
Did I successfully slip the feather into his pocket? Hopefully while he's walking, so that he just randomly just fucking trips and falls.
The
I don't know
the
what John's
shag
passive perception is.
the shag carpeting also matches.
Yeah.
My passive perception is, I mean, I'm imagining he was able to, but my passive perception is, and I wouldn't fight him. I think it'd be funny. 14. So no,
Oh,
you
you
didn't.
would beat it. Well, instead, then, you know what? Better yet, after getting caught, I'm gonna wait till you fall asleep tonight. I'm gonna put it on your fucking forehead.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was the likelihood of Barry having tearaway pants on?
No.
Ah, this makes it easier. Theodore, grab him! And burning hands. Behold, magical castration.
Right. So, yeah.
Also, John,
Yes.
its carpets match the drapes.
Yeah, I know. I knew I fucked that up when I was halfway through it. The carpet matches the drapes.
Ignore
Yep.
this roll. I just want to see its damage potential whenever it's rolled at level 6.
Meaning the hair on the vagina and the eyebrows.
You don't have to explain it, man.
It's not eyebrows.
Hold on, I'm gonna just... I think this is long overdue. We're just gonna... There we go.
I'm surprised fire crotch didn't get me in there.
I didn't hear that, but...
Yeah.
Haha, can't keep me away.
It's also surprising that John didn't know the term fire crotch.
No, I did.
You did?
I didn't. Yeah, no, I
was assuming
totally
it's a
knew
term
it.
for
I just
syphilis.
I was fixated on green hair until Grim was like, "Come on, man, it's a little more conventional." It's like, "All right, and then I was thinking auburn, which is more of a brighter red, and then I just,
I thought I nailed it.
you did nail it perfectly.
Okay.
No, you did for sure.
Okay.
Nobody's really seen a fucking elf with green hair.
Well, that's why you're like green. I'm like, well, shit. She must have been dyeing it.
Yeah, no, you nailed it perfectly.
All right. So, where's the party going
yeah.
next?
Probably to the underground city, since we still have one of the chests there.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting yelled at because it is time for her to be fed.
Oh boy.
John's like, what did I get myself into?
Yes. Well, I'm really hoping Halifax doesn't start to come to the conclusion that I might have a kid, because he might really be upset with that.
Well, out of character, would it fuck your character up? Like,
Nah.
what?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Can I be completely honest with how I'm kind of projecting this for my character to end? It's starting to come together that somehow, some way, he ends up helping open the Bard College back up.
Okay.
And that's where my character leaves the story. Not saying next week or tonight, but, because the campaign's got to come to an end at some point.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we all agree that. As much as we want it to run forever, it's got to come to an end at some point. So I'm just kind of thinking...
That's what your character's going to do when it
Yeah, I
draws
kinda
time
like
to close.
Yeah, we'll have a couple more adventures or whatever, but yeah, that's what I'm going to start gearing toward that. So no, that wouldn't fuck my character up.
Okay.
It actually landed in perfectly.
What did I miss?
Hey, Grim,
What?
did you read my backstory?
I have talked with you about it many times, but no, I've not sat down and read it.
Okay. Because I think that's a new question I should be asking around town rather than, have I been here before to look for my father?
Mm-hmm.
I should be
gonna
asking if this group has been seen in this area.
Right. Hey, Alfax, what I was saying is, I was asked if having a kid and having this gal really infatuated with me would mess up my character, and I said that it wouldn't, and that what I'm actually starting to envision his end being getting back with this woman and then reuniting her with her father and then helping them open and run the Bard College.
I was actually gonna.
And that's
had a
where
feeling that's where it
my
would go.
character would exit. Because I mean, we all admit the campaign has to come to an end at some point,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, Hollander already kind of reached his conclusion. He had his
Yeah.
fill.
And so that's not to say that next week my character's out, but like maybe 1 or 2 more adventures. But I feel it's been fun, but I feel we're getting close to the end of this thing. But what do other people? I mean, there's always another campaign, but I'm just kind of feeling like,
Well, I think there is.
another handful of sessions, and it might be time to wrap because I've about gotten to the extent of this character for myself.
Luckily, Alifax has a very simple goal. He's probably a character I'll revisit in the future, but he has a very simple
Yeah.
goal in mind, and that is simply explore space.
Right.
So if by some means he ends up with the Spelljammer in his possession at the end of the campaign, he's very
Yeah,
content.
he'd be delighted. So yeah, no, and like I said, I don't mean to say, well, let's start wrapping it up. I don't mean that at all. It's obviously all on the DM, but that's what I'm envisioning my character's exit will be when we finally get to that point.
There is
And
one
it'll be
important.
fun to play along or play it out.
There is an important question that I think would be good to keep in mind, though.
Yeah.
Because if I'm understanding the process correctly here, after this campaign is meant to be Chopper's campaign. So I think the question to keep in mind would be, is Chopper ready?
That's a good point as well.
That's
Yeah.
a very good point.
Unfortunately, he's not here to ask, but I imagine if we let him know that that is the intended plan for this to come to a close in the next, like, whatever amount of sessions,
Mm-hmm.
he could probably begin
Yeah.
planning.
And I by no means want to be the wet blanket on a campaign coming to an end.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't okay.
Yep, I understand. It's just eventually.
It's
Pardon?
just, yeah. It's the unfortunate.
I'm still very much looking forward to the Weird West campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because cowboy.
Right. What are we missing tonight? We're missing Chopper and
Orthos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, what do you guys feel like doing?
Yep, we could go begin to talk to her, or we could put that off until we have more people together and let them know it's actually happening.
That's where I'm leaning, but how do other people feel?
I'll do whatever.
I mean, we got a whole hour,
Yeah.
and this is primarily like roleplay based.
Yeah.
But I also don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Because after we get her back, there's probably a few directions this could go.
Mm-hmm.
Halifax is obviously going to make the push to begin using the Spelljammer for its intended purpose to explore the stars, but I imagine some of the other party might have different goals and different places they want to go. So I would like to wait to begin having that discussion until we have the whole party.
Right. That makes sense.
For the longest time, I thought graphite was flammable. Apparently not.
Graphite?
Yeah,
No, incredibly heat resistant.
neat.
Are you trying to burn a pencil?
I would never. Isn't graphite a metal?
No.
Conducts electricity very well. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
No, you're okay.
It's actually terrible at conducting electricity.
Oh.
It's a resistant.
Heats up a lot from
Yeah,
it.
it heats up a lot and it's high resistance.
Venus. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't like Teddy as a character, I think specifically wants to just find a place where he feels like he belongs.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
basically, I think that can be covered with a epilogue type deal.
Right.
By the end of it, he just ends up moving in with Hollander.
I don't think a small island's enough for him.
That's honestly, you know what? Where he'd probably end up going.
I'd
He might
take
go
the
join.
door.
He might go join the Drow and the Gith.
Yeah, I'd take the door. Like that's probably the thing that I'm keeping.
And then Uthix will just go find another war to fight.
Then the black guy with daddy issues is
He's gonna keep looking for his daddy.
Unless he has fight in the campaign.
He's in space. I'm telling you guys.
Just trying to make me go to space.
Perhaps.
plot twist.
Barry, convince him that his dad's in space, please.
We're gonna have a persuasion war.
Right.
The two most persuasive people.
That's funny.
Right, it was almost 90 degrees during the day today, and now it's like 62.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it though, because that typically means like we can keep the AC off because I can keep this place
Right. And save
fairly cool during the day
electricity.
with nice thick curtains.
I just learned something very cool in my game.
What's that?
Blood gives me a boost on health.
What you playing?
I am playing Sky Factory.
Oh,
Okay.
So, what do I'm gonna just pose a quick question. I'm guessing we're probably gonna have everybody together next week. What do you guys think of all of us together talking about what we just talked about? What people think about, like where they see the projection of the campaign going, and just kind of check in with everybody.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a sandbox campaign that is going to keep going as long as we let it. So
Yeah, and I like that. And like,
yeah, I've had a
like
blast.
I said, I just kind of wanna.
I mean, like,
Give it the other
if it
guys
goes
to think as
to
well.
you guys going to space, I'll have to roll up a new character because Kyler's going to stay looking for his dad. But
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that was the part that he said that he's going to try and push the party towards that, but you guys have goals.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
really, it's just
Again, we can
Keep-
definitely. Those are, I think, the two key directions we'll be heading towards: either finding your
Yeah,
dad
I would
or
agree.
going to space. Which both are still plot lines that we can definitely explore for a little while. Again, space has a lot of potential, but there's not a goal after getting to space. He just wants
looking
Halifax just wants to
Right.
explore.
looking
or
at my
explore.
bio. My dad's being hunted by dragon hunters, and I'm a dragon hunter right now.
And we're hunting him.
No, we're hunting dragons, not dragonborns. The dragon hunters are looking for my father, who's a dragonborn.
Wait, we know a Dragonborn who's old as shit. Wait a minute.
By the way, Cameron,
You.
so your character is basically the Space Corps from Portal.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Gotta get into space.
Space!
Space. So much space.
No, Fishy, you want to know what the inspiration for this character was, his entire basis? You ever seen that image of the blind, very starry-eyed owl?
Yeah.
Literally that. That's where this character came from. That's the entire basis for this character.
That's depressing. I thought it was just Space Corps plus owl laying flat on its face.
No, that's just what he looked like whenever he appeared on the deck of the ship. Because he'd been flying for 3 days straight and he could barely stand.
Just imagining though how poorly it could have gone if we just smacked straight into you. Oh look, it's our new party member, the red streak
Whack.
across the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
the way-
Another question. What do it kind of sounds like we're starting to wind down, wrap up for the evening. Is that what I'm reading?
I think so.
Some of it is me. I got to be honest. I've been a little preoccupied just with different things going on, so I don't really feel like I was 100% here and into it tonight. So
Yeah, you should be
Um,
ashamed.
so I'd be okay. I'd be totally cool if we were all right with kind of starting to wrap here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this will be a good wrap-up point. We got a goal in mind for next week. You're gonna be surprised as fuck, honestly, John.
Good.
Are you my daddy? Oh shit!
Well, notably, if anyone caught the detail, this has been a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh God, yeah.
His son's gonna kick his ass. Turns out his son is a barbarian.
Oh Lord, wouldn't that? Oh Jesus! Don't give him any ideas.
You know what this reminds me of is the ongoing debate on whether or not Rock is actually Ymir's stepbrother.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's possible. He has a lot of the same mannerisms.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Habit of just fighting shit because it's strong, big as shit. Clearly half Goliath.
The timelines match up.
It's like, yeah, the timelines kind of match up. Eh.
Oh, fun fact. Did you know that shifters are can be from other races, and they very specifically, if they're if they're affected by a spiritual animal, like something that's heavily magical, they will be changed into a shifter. So
Is
I could fully have been a human or Goliath thing.
Or possibly a changeling.
But yeah,
How old is Theodore?
20.
Ah, damn it. He's too
Also,
young.
he doesn't know how old he is though, because like calendars don't exist.
He can't read.
Yeah, you can't count that high.
Yeah,
And
no,
two, and
he
two.
did like a rough guesstimate on how many fucking times the sun went up and down.
Yeah, apparently he can count high as shit because he counted how many times the sun went up and down.
I don't fucking know.
I'm going to disintegrate the fucking sun.
Oh,
By the
I
way-
just dropped a flashlight on my foot.
Okay, why do you keep dropping stuff on your feet
I don't
or
know.
around your feet?
I don't know, but it was a metal flashlight, so ow.
What is Ben's deal?
What is Ben's deal?
Theft.
Well,
Ben is the last known of his species, and he's kind of salty about it.
I thought it was just
I
of
would
his
be right
clan.
back
I thought
to
there were
get
still
my
other rat folks about, just not his specific clan of rat
No,
folk.
he hasn't found any.
Yeah, to be honest, if Grim didn't let me know about that little
You guys
aspect, I
can't
was gonna be a rat
fuck
folk.
Did I
Wait,
hear?
why are some
Did
of
I
those
hear
spells-
Quaid? Did he say something?
I don't know. Quaid, you are being paged. I don't know if he's at his desk right now.
sorry about that. My fucking headphones. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What do you guys need?
What is Ben's long-term goal?
Long-term goal to make a name for himself.
Oh, okay.
You've done that. You have at least one person who is adamantly looking for you and has memorized your name.
Isn't your name Ben though? Didn't you already make a name?
Yes, but I want to be recognized by the masses.
I feel like for someone who is a rogue, that recognized by the masses isn't a great idea.
He's
Well,
gonna Han Solo
conveniently,
this
you
shit.
conveniently know somebody who's telling a story involving you And we'll most likely end up running a bard college, so goal accomplished, I think.
Alternatively, I would be down to help you burn down an entire village and pillage it.
Who? Ben?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's the way he wants his name known.
No. He's already known to the dwarves as a extremely talented thief who literally stole 2 weapons out of their commander. Like commander's hands. Like
He's currently wanted by the dwarves and a mage.
Yeah.
And an owlin.
He's the most terrible thief I've ever heard of.
Yeah, James Bond.
That wasn't James Bond. I was making a joke about it. It was Jack Sparrow.
By far the worst part I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. That's literally Ben's entire character.
And canonically, Ben is the last rat folk known to be alive. So there's that.
Wait,
Also,
what?
I have a question for people who know Wizard better than me.
What?
Why are some of my spells DC 20 and others are DC 18?
No idea.
I'll ask Chopper.
I don't think it should be like that. I mean, but no idea.
Well, it's only 2 of it's Flame Strike and Spirit Guardians. Maybe they work differently.
Spirit Guardians, isn't that traditionally a clerical spell?
Yeah, it might be a class ability and use your, by default, like wisdom or something.
It is a clerical spell typically, but because of my background, I can take it.
Then it
It's
might be
your,
using your wisdom instead of your intelligence.
Yeah.
And it should be significantly lower, but those are the 2 that are at 20. Which would appear to be my normal spell save DC. Oh, wait, because I adjusted it before I added those. That's not supposed to be... It's supposed to be... It is supposed to be 18, not 20.
Okay.
Because I had the luck stone, and because it doesn't work right on roll 20, or I had to add a...
Got it.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay. But yeah, next session is going to be interesting with a few discoveries that are going to happen.
Why is my baby so cold?
Hey, Graham, do you want me to come up with a name for this group of dragon hunters, or...
If you come up with something.
Okay. I'll think about it.
But I'm going to start tackling everyone's end goals one by one here. I think this campaign is... I don't think it's going to go all the way to 20. I feel like it's kind of slowing down a little. So we'll see what happens. We'll go from there.
You know what? That's a question I have for later.
What?
DM to DM, not DM to DM.
When to end a campaign?
No, something completely different specifically for my campaign.
I'm going to stop the stream now, by the way, guys.
Wait, Grim, first off, penis, 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 penis.